Before we get started, what exactly is decluttering? To me, decluttering is the intentional process of removing unnecessary items from your living space to create a more organized, peaceful, and functional environment. It's not just about getting rid of things, though. It's about making mindful decisions about what deserves space in your life. Think of decluttering as a form of self care. When we remove physical clutter, we're also clearing mental clutter, making room for clarity, creativity, and calmness. It's about choosing quality over quantity, keeping what truly adds value to your life, and letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore.
So you might be saying to yourself right now, that all sounds so good, but how do I even get started? I'll admit that decluttering can feel overwhelming when you're first getting started. You might be asking yourself, what do I even start with? What do I declutter? So today I wanted to share with you 50 things that I've been decluttering to offer you some inspiration to help you create a more simplified, neat, and tidy home. Now we have a lot of material to get through, so let's get started.
A few things to keep in mind.
Just like any other food item in the pantry, they have an expiration date. If you notice that you have spices that are dried up or stale, or maybe things that you don't use, the ones that are dried up and stale and past the expiration date, just go ahead and toss them. The ones that you just never use, that are still sealed, but you know that you're never going to use them, you can go ahead and donate them. If you have expired pantry items or things that were not stored properly or were left open, go ahead and toss them. It's not worth getting food poisoning or getting sick over. I've had a habit of saving old jars for food storage or maybe a DIY project I had in mind, but at some point, a lot of times I end up losing the lid. If the lid is lost, it's not going to do you any good. You cannot store food in it. The same goes for mismatched Tupperware. If you have Tupperware that has bottoms but no lids, or lids with no bottoms, it's not going to do you any good. You can go ahead and recycle that. Sometimes having an excess of things can actually get in your way. If you find that digging through your drawers is stressful because you have too many utensils, too many gadgets, look at how many utensils you think you actually need realistically for you and your family, and look at the gadgets that you actually use or things that are just getting in the way. If you have extra accessories laying around that you never wear, or maybe you have things that are lost or broken, you can go ahead and throw the lost or broken stuff away and sort through your bags, your purses, your scarves, your belts, and look at things that you never wear. Are you going to wear it? If not, it's better just to go ahead and donate it. Clothing should be something that you feel comfortable and confident in. If it's too big for you, too small, you don't like the style, you don't like the way you look in it, it's better to just get rid of things that are not serving their purpose. It really helps create a lot more space for what you do like. Save your back, get rid of the uncomfortable shoes, get rid of the worn out shoes that are falling apart. Buy yourself some nice shoes. You deserve it. Your back deserves it. Just let them go. You can toss them if they're falling apart. Donate them if they're still in good condition. I used to keep fancy clothes such as dresses on hand just in case. I don't anymore, but I do still have a few extra project clothes, things that I have set aside for doing projects such as painting or gardening, things that I can get dirty in. I could probably do just fine with 2 pieces of clothes, tops and bottoms. I don't know where all my socks go to, but I have a lot of mismatched socks. No idea where the match is. I'm gonna go ahead and recycle them because I do not want to walk around wearing mismatched socks. I would always keep vases envisioning all these beautiful flower arrangements. I would get them when I would get sent flowers for my kids' birthdays, but I really don't need to have 5 pieces. I think 2 is perfectly reasonable. I would always tell myself, one of these days I'm gonna come back and read this book, but I never do. So if it's a book that you're pretty confident you're never going to reach for again, it's better just to donate it and let someone else enjoy it. I would keep magazines because I wanted to save the recipes, or because I really liked the aesthetics that was in the magazine, or keep it for inspiration purposes. But these days we have so much use of the internet and Pinterest boards to really create a well-curated collection of things we're interested in to refer back to. I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy sunglasses that are bent or really scratched. I find it really annoying trying to see how to scratch sunglasses. So if they're scratched and have a lot of wear or tear, I would suggest just throwing them away. Get yourself some new ones, something that you feel confident and happy wearing. Sometimes I save empty boxes thinking, well, maybe someday I want to resell this item, or not really sure if I want to keep it, so I will store a box away. Or maybe you decided that you really like the item. You can go ahead and recycle it. And if you want to resell it, I don't think anybody is going to make a huge deal not having the original box. I would store home decor items underneath my bed and in closets, thinking maybe someday I'm going to use it. I felt guilty for buying it, and then I realized I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it went with the house, but yet I would save it because maybe someday I will. Well, the someday never came, so maybe it's better just to move on from it, donate it, and let someone else enjoy it. Greeting cards, birthday cards, letters, this one can be really hard to let go of. So I suggest making a digital photo album of your greeting cards and notes and things that you really want to keep, and really intentionally go through and figure out which ones are the most important to you and keep those in some kind of memory box. The rest of them, such as Christmas cards or certain birthday cards, go ahead and take digital copies. That way you can still have that memory trigger, but you don't need to have all the excess physical clutter. Games with missing pieces. It's really hard to play a game when you don't have all the pieces. It's really common in our household with kids to lose the pieces to things, but if there's puzzles or games that don't have the pieces, I just go ahead and toss them. I purchased so many gadgets over the years with such high hopes, but I was quickly let down. They didn't do what I was expecting. I just didn't find them helpful. So with that being said, it's better just to donate them if they're in good working condition. If not, you can go ahead and toss them. I used to save old notebooks and planners just because I wanted to see the different stages of my life, or maybe it's some of my thoughts, but honestly, a lot of my notebooks were just grocery lists or things that wasn't very helpful to hold on to. Stationery, this could be excessive stationery, things that you have way too many of, or it could be things like dried out pens and markers, things that just don't work anymore. Things that don't work, go ahead and toss. Excess stationery items that you ended up not needing or never reached for, go ahead and donate them. Ever since I went through and decluttered my closet, I've also decluttered so many hangers. But not just that, I also had a lot of hangers that would always break. Cheap hangers where my clothes would just be laying on the ground. And my intentions are always good. Whether or not I always use it is a different story. If you have exercise equipment that's laying around that you know you're never going to use, you haven't used in X amount of time, 6 months, a year, go ahead and donate it. Get really attached to my plants, and I'm always really sad when I feel like I failed taking care of them. But sometimes plants just don't thrive in a certain environment. I used to collect a lot of different kinds of coffee cups, but now I have 2 of my favorites that my coffee just tastes better out of and I reach for. All the rest I decluttered and I don't miss them at all. Putting on makeup on your face can do more harm than good. It's definitely not worth the breakout, so it's better just to toss it. If you have makeup that you tried that just wasn't for you, you can go ahead and donate it. Old supplements or supplements you never use. Old supplements, you can go ahead and toss them. If you have supplements that are unopened or not expired, you can see if friends or family can use them. If they haven't been opened, you can go ahead and donate them. I used to have a thing where I liked having extra blankets stored away, but I have my favorite blankets now, and I really don't need to have a bunch of extra blankets stored away collecting dust in my closet. So I went ahead and donated them to a local animal shelter. A lot of times we get things in the mail with things that we order, such as free samples. If you know for a fact that you are not interested in that free sample, you can go ahead and donate it. I used to save food containers such as coffee cans or cute little tins, thinking that I'm going to use them to store stuff. But ever since I've gone through and decluttered and have minimized my lifestyle, I really don't need them anymore. I know this one can be really hard. It took me a really long time to be okay with decluttering and donating gifts. But the way I see it is gifts are meant to bring us happiness. And if they're not doing that, then maybe it's better just to forward that happiness to someone else by donating it. It can be exciting to get free things in the mail or at events, but if it's something that you're not actually going to use, it can create a lot of excess clutter laying around your home. So if you have freebies that you're confident you're not going to use, you can go ahead and donate them. I've gone through so much cookware in the last several years trying to find something that would work. And I run into a lot of quality issues with the different things that I purchase. Sometimes having bad cookware is really bad for your health, so it's better just to toss it. It's so easy just to toss receipts to the side and forget about them. It's stored in our drawers and our purses. Just take some time and go through and think about the receipts that you can get rid of and ones that you want to keep. You can log them in your computer if it's something that you think you need to refer back to, or there's lots of different apps where you can scan the receipt in digitally to help track your expenses as well. Take some time and go through your purse or your drawers and look for expired credit/debit cards or checkbooks. There's no need to hold on to things that are expired. They're just creating clutter in your space, and it makes it a lot harder to actually find what you need. It can be hard letting go of crafts or old hobbies that you once loved, but if it's not something that you think you're going to come back to, it's better just to get rid of it and let someone else enjoy it. So you can go ahead and donate it, and you can move on to something that interests you. I don't know what it is, but a lot of my chargers, they just stop working. I go to grab a charger and it doesn't work. Same thing with USB cables. So go through, check the ones that work, save the ones that work well for you, and go ahead and get rid of the rest. Maybe you have extra earphones that you've tried out, but they didn't quite work for you. I have several pairs of different ones that I've used, and you can safely donate them as long as they're in good working condition. When I first purchased my camera, it came with a lot of excess accessories, so there's no point of holding on to things you don't need just to get tossed into a drawer. The same thing goes for phone accessories. Maybe you bought things or cases for your phone that you just don't use anymore.
Collecting souvenirs can be a lot of fun, but they also create a lot of clutter. So ask yourself if they add value to your life or they create more mental clutter.
If your child or pet is unable to play with it because it is broken or just not age appropriate, or they just don't seem to want to play with it, it's better just to go ahead and toss it if it's broken, or donate it to someone else who can use it.
Old keys can pile up over time from previous homes, cars, or unused locks. Keep only the keys you actively use and properly dispose of or recycle old ones.
Random parts. I have all kinds of random parts. I have no idea what they go to, and I have everything that I use, so the random parts, it's probably from stuff that I decluttered that just don't have a home anymore.
For items beyond the return window, consider selling them online to recover some costs, repurposing them as gifts, or donating them.
If the gift card is expired, you can go ahead and toss it. But if it's still good but you don't think you're going to use it, maybe it's something you can re-gift to a friend. Dead batteries, they often get thrown in junk drawers, but it's better just to recycle them. If you have any kind of paper clutter that is expired or has digital copies online, there's really no need to store it in your physical space. I have empty bottles laying around. I often take the lid off, and then I don't want to use them because I have fear that dirt or bacteria got in them, so I end up just not using them, so I end up just tossing them. Choosing what kind of duplicates you need in your life is completely up to you and your personal needs. For an example, I like to have an extra battery when filming, so that way if one dies, I have a backup. This could be the same thing for you with several different things.
Don't let damaged and outdated electronics collect dust. These items can be responsibly recycled at most electronics stores, helping both the environment and decluttering your space.
I really hope that this all doesn't sound too overwhelming to you. I know it's a lot of work. Decluttering, it takes time, it takes energy. It's something that needs to be done carefully and thoughtfully. But I really hope that this video added some kind of value to your life. If it did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And I would love to have you subscribe to my channel for more videos on decluttering, slow living, and minimalism. But until my next one, take care you guys and happy decluttering.